Ulonga tabati yada to ye ko madaifa. Ino to ye ko je ulon baby pa. Oba tala, oba takutakun. Zongo eshu, ogun oya osun. Kini sheshe, tan she nile yo. O jelo jara.
Lafayette, peace and power, family. Welcome to another episode of the African Spirituality Experience. I'm your host, Orisha Bami, and we are back with another live stream, family. Hopefully, y'all got the link to this stream because it definitely was a lot of activity going on with the last link, and they didn't want this thing to go down. But we're going to make it happen and make it do what it do anyways, family. So with that, without further ado, welcome back to the tribe family, the tribe mother, Wunam, Nicky Love in the building. Peace and blessings. What's going on with you, Wunam?
Peace and blessings, my brother. How you been?
Man, look, better than ever. I can't complain at all. Better than ever. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to discuss. And there's a lot of things we got to do, you know, to continue to shift that's happening in the universe, man, because there's a whole lot of shifting going on. We saw just now with the fight, you know, with the link trying to get on the stream, man, like how I feel like, you know, there's a lot of energy, a lot of so-called forces trying to keep the messages from getting to the people, but they can't stop, you know, the work being done by the Creator's children. So that ain't going to happen. So with that, you know, I'm ready to get the party started, man.
All right, so let's call on our ancestors first. Let's ask the ancestors that they protect this live. We're asking the ancestors that they see through us and speak to us clearly to give the messages that are needed to give to whoever's listening to the show. Okay, so we're asking the ancestors to guide, protect, and allow us to be able to give the messages clearly and peacefully and harmoniously with anybody hating, because you will get that too. So ancestors rise on behalf of both of us. Let us see through us and speak through us. Let us give the messages. Let us give the messages to the people what they need to hear. Let us be guided by the spirit of the ancestors.
Ashe. You even threw some Ashe in there for the haters. Boy, let me find out. That's what's up. Everybody got to get the blessings. We got to get the blessings to everybody. Right. We can't discriminate. Right. We came here to do the work for everybody to get it, even the haters, even the motherfuckers that don't want to see us win. We still came. We're going to pray for y'all too.
Yeah, we got to do that for the haters so that way the blessings of circle keep coming to us. Let them get it, you know, ancestors to deal with them.
Oh, yeah. No, that's real. And shout out to the tribe, man. I see y'all coming in, trickling in, man, slowly but surely. I had to literally create a whole new link. The whole time we was delayed, family, we was fighting, trying to get this dog on the first link to go down, you know, for us to stream. And we couldn't get Wunam in the studio because, you know, we've dealt with it several times before. We already know what it is. But, you know, like I said, we're still here to do the work. We're going to continue to make the work happen. So, with that, I see we both repping the Ogun colors today, Wunam. I see Ogun is repping heavy. This ain't nothing that was scripted. Like that's how spirit work, man. You know, and see, the technology, I feel like Ogun forged the way, you know what I'm saying, forged the path for us to fight through that technical difficulty with the technology. So shout out to Iba say Baba Ogunye. Happy Ogun Day today. Yes, sir.
Ogun Day today, Ashe. Man.
All right. So well, before we get into the topic, which it's a very powerful topic, I'm looking forward to it. Rest in peace to the dude, Ancient Aliens star, UFOologist, David Wilcox. He was unalived Monday. Well, they're not saying officially what the cause of him transitioning with us, but yeah. Oh, that's right. You wasn't on set when I was telling Dicker about it. Yeah, they unalived that man on Monday.
Oh wow! So, you know, it's my favorite show, Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, man, and you know, and it's crazy because he had been doing the work for a long time. And he was one of the ones who I looked at that was, you know, one of the ones that speaks the truth. You know what I mean? And it goes back to, I remember somebody left a comment on the channel saying something about are all white people bad or this and that. I can't remember how the context was, but my thing was, you know, I feel like there's people that have good energy in all skin suits. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say that everybody that's not melanated is a bad person because I've crossed paths with some that actually looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? In a way that, you know, they did. Like, you know, I felt like, I don't know if other people my skin suit color would look out. So I can't speak to all of it, but at the same time, I keep my eyebrow raised with anybody. I don't care what color the skin suit is because fuck shit come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. Like just to be real. So you know what I'm saying? So I keep my eyebrow raised at all of it. But yeah, man, it's crazy because you know, there was like 12, I think, scientists and top-ranking military officials have been disappearing, have been, you know, found unalived, and it's just been a lot, man. So it's something going on that I feel like they're trying to contain some sort of level or element of truth that, you know what I mean, that is at the surface right now. So with us talking about this topic of piercing the veil, you know, especially in the ancestral realm, and with you having the gifts that you have, I definitely want to, you know, tap in with you and just to kind of pick your gifts and your genius to see if there's anything you can pick up from spirit in regards to why all of a sudden all these different people who have access to engineering, who have access to UFO top secret clearances, who have access to a lot of the things that I guess is quote unquote supposed to be revealed about this the UFO disclosure. You know, it's a lot of different things going on that has to do with extraterrestrial paranormal activity, things that we've discussed in depth, you know, between ourselves on a lot of the episodes and the conversations we've had. So with that, you know, setting the stage and setting the table for the conversation, what do you feel like a lot of this is about, with like 12, 13 top tier, you know, scientists, engineers, military officials all being, you know, disappearing or being found dead, in the light to what's happening elsewhere in the world with all the other things?
You know, honestly speaking, I just heard about that today. So it's funny you bring that up. Now, you know, over the years, you know, a couple of scientists have been unalived, you know, and it's basically because a lot of them know the truth and they don't want them to know the truth. But the truth in the matter is, for those of us that are spiritual, we don't need you to tell us the truth. We can see them. As a matter of fact, they fly over my house. As a matter of fact, last week when you thought it was a storm, it wasn't a storm. It was them fighting up there, just like the video games, right? Now, if you looked outside, you would see the trees blowing, but it ain't raining, it ain't windy, but the trees is blowing, right?
I saw that down here, actually, now that you say that. Now that you say that, I saw that down here too,
Okay, so where was the wind at? Did you feel the wind? You only seen the trees blowing, right? They are fighting. What did the ancient, what about our ancient Kemetic family say? As above, so below, right?
Yeah.
So if you got to know, if we're fighting down here, we fighting up there too. So they're killing these scientists for nothing, because us spiritual ones can see. I see the aliens. I seen one this past Saturday walking downtown in Atlanta. He wasn't human. I knew he was an alien, right? So these, you know, they can try to do all they want to do, trying to kill them, but they're exposing themselves anyway.
Right.
And if you're spiritual like us, then you're seeing even more.
Yeah.
You know, so they're doing all this to try to hide something that they're not gonna be able to hide any much longer. Okay. Because they're gonna start revealing themselves to regular human beings. The ones, they may not be spiritual like us. You know, we see the beings, we see the spaceships, but they may not be as spiritual as us, but guess what? They're gonna start showing themselves. As far as the scientists go, it's just ironic how, you know, you think that you're hiding something that is really, it can't be hidden. You know what I mean? And that's being exposed. So all of these scientists missing, it's nothing new under the sun. They've done this over the years. They've killed scientists. They've killed, you know, a lot of different doctors and stuff like that, because they felt like they were hiding, or that would keep the secret, when they got to understand we're in a very, very powerful transformation. And this transformation is so powerful, even the other planets are going through a transformation. Their DNA is reactivating, right? These they don't have no control. I'm gonna say they don't have control of it. And not only that, for those who are spiritual, pay attention, because they're fighting up there too. They are fighting up there, just like the video games where you see them flying with the space, all that. That's them flying over. If you're up 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, I can hear the huge ship flying over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's nuts, because I'm telling you, what was it, Saturday night? It was either Saturday night or Sunday night. Saturday night or Sunday night of this week, like a couple of days ago, I was sitting on the patio and I got these two big, huge trees that's like right directly in front of where I was sitting. And I just saw the leaves, like I'm talking about, they was moving. And I'm outside, but I didn't feel no wind. But I didn't really put nothing much into it, because it was late and I know I was halfway tired, you know, and sluggish and all that. But bro, I'm like, now that you said, I'm like, oh shit, I just seen that like a few days ago, literally. Like, I mean, big trees too. So, you know, it normally takes a lot of wind to make a big tree, you know what I'm saying? The branches and the leaves move like that. But it wasn't windy inside the patio. So that's nuts that you say that.
Oh yeah, see, and a lot of time, when that happens, or when they'll tell you, oh, tornadoes are coming through. They're cloaking the the energy that's coming from the spaceships that's up there fighting down here to make you think it's tornadoes when it's really coming from the spaceships, right? That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, a lot of us that are not spiritual probably not gonna pay attention, but pay attention
Yeah.
because that's what's going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Another thing is as above, so below, under the sea. Now, I told everybody last month when I did predictions, there was going to be an earthquake in Japan. When did they
Yeah.
just have an earthquake?
Goddamn. Wow. You know what? Hold on. Let me go. I'm about to actually, as you saying that, I'm about to go back right now. The very first show that we did, remember I had my little break. I had to take the little hiatus where the ancestors had sat me down for a little minute. And the very first show that I did for the year of 2026 was the one me and you did about the predictions, you know what I'm saying, on this channel for the predictions of 2026. I do remember you saying that. So family, if you're on the stream or if you watch the replay, go back and check out this link. I'm about to share it in the comments and I'll share it in the show description because I definitely remember you predicting that. I definitely remember that.
That's right.
That's
right.
Crazy.
Now, after that earthquake, now I'm going to tell y'all because, again, the ancient says what? As above, so below. You have the wall going up on there, but you also got a wall in the middle, which is here. And then you got the wall under the sea that's going on. Right? Because there's wall under the sea. So, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. Wait a minute. Toya says, I thought I was crazy, but it's called being a spiritual individual. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're not crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy for not knowing. Okay. That's what I call them. Y'all crazy for not knowing. But anyway, so there's 3 wars going on. One above, one in the middle, and one below. Now, Japan got hit by this earthquake because Japan, they keep practicing that sport of slaughtering my brothers and sisters, which are the dolphins / mermaids, because I told y'all before that they know how to shapeshift. They keep practicing that sport. I don't, and I'm not sure when they practice this year, but they're still mad. The sea is still mad at Japan. Okay, the I'm gonna say the sea family. So they just had that earthquake 7.5.
That's nuts. I do remember you saying that too, and I remember you saying y'all better leave the family alone because keep playing whenever you want to. Like that is nuts. And then you remember, I want to say it was the one. Shout out to Baba Patai, the one of the streams we did not too long ago. Me, you, Baba Patai, when I shared that video with the dolphin down here in Florida, where the dolphin literally came and jumped up out of the water, and then went right back in front of the people. And it had to be within 10 to 15 feet of their boat, literally. You know what I'm saying? Where that dolphin came and jumped up out of the water and jumped back in, and we shared it like 2 times on that stream, if I'm not mistaken. So there's definitely been a lot of activity from the water as well. And I also remember. I don't believe it was one we did on New Year's or the first one for 2026, but I do remember one last year where you were talking about a big mothership or a big craft that was supposed to come, out of the water. Okay, well, I don't have the video footage queued up, but I might be able to pull it up throughout the conversation because there was one spotted off the coast of Daytona Beach, I want to say within 4 to 5 weeks ago. And I'm going to do my best to find that in my album real quick while we're still on the stream, but it was like literally, and it was more than one. It was like 2 of them. They were so big they looked at like the sun at nighttime. Like they looked at like the sun and the sun and the moon at nighttime. And I had a clip of it somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hopefully, I totally forgot about it, but I meant to send that to you too. So yeah, you definitely you spot on with them predictions, man, because we definitely the earthquake just happened over in Japan, and then I remember you saying something coming out the water multiple times too. But we definitely had a real big one in Daytona that just showed up. 2 of them actually that showed up above the water.
Yeah, they coming, but there's that big one that's gonna blow humanity's mind. That one that's gonna say, "Oh no, we need to go." You know what I mean? I'm talking about like that big one, because I just seen an article not too long ago too, when they did what you're talking about. They had found a big ship under the sea. I did see something like that just recently, but they ain't seen nothing yet. That big, when that big giant one, it's like the mothers of all mothers. That's what I seen, in my visions. It just rising up out the sea, and it's gonna blow humanity's mind. That's what I seen. But there's a lot of them under the sea. That's not just that one. There's still
Right.
some big ones under there. But they got to pay attention because there's war going on under the sea as well, like I said. So we got to pay attention. We focus on this war in Iran, you know what I mean? And all the
Right.
stuff that's going on. They're keeping you focused on that. They're keeping you focused on the tornadoes and the weather and this and, messing with the weather, making it cold, making it hot. Y'all, they've been putting stuff in the air. We know that. But Rye is fighting back. Rye saying, okay, I got y'all. Y'all want to make it 80, 40 degrees this day. I'm going to make it 90 the next day. So Rye's not playing with them either. That's another thing. So there's a spiritual, physical warfare between man and nature as well. They're messing around, playing around, doing stuff, putting stuff in the air.
Weather modification, manipulation, all that foolishness. Yeah.
Right. All that. But they don't have the power. Like I always say, all they can do is manipulate her womb. They can't control her womb.
Facts.
Right? They can't. So they can keep trying if they want to. They continue to, try to win a war that they're not going to win. They're not going to win. Nature is going to beat them every time.
Oh, yeah. You can't stop Mother Earth. Ain't no way, no shape, no how. You
That's
sure
right.
can't stop the Mother Universe. So, yeah, that's real. I wish I could find. I'm going to have to find it another time. Matter of fact, hopefully I can find it before the replay and I edit it in. But I definitely send it to you once I find it because it was in Daytona Beach. I can't remember the exact time or the date, but it was within the last maybe 4 weeks or so, 4 or 5 weeks, if that. But they were huge though. Like, and it was pitch black over the ocean. And it was nighttime, and you can see in the video, it looked like the sun. Like, it was that, it was that big. Like, it was crazy. And it was right here in Daytona Beach. And I heard that there's another one somewhere off the coast of Florida as well that's cloaked, that, that's sitting over there just chilling, just sitting there chilling. And then they're going to be dispatched at, whatever moment that, whatever moment they get the orders to come on through, man, they're going to come through. So, yeah, it's definitely a lot, manifesting and happening at a very rapid speed and a very rapid rate, man, for sure.
Yeah, well, they better pay attention, okay? Because right now there is so much going on, and I always tell y'all, make sure that you are intertwined with nature. Yeah. Nature's gonna also tell you what's going on too. The trees will tell you, like I said, them trees was just blowing, but was no wind. Yeah. The trees told me, yep, they up there fighting again, and I seen that years ago. I seen, and I could hear when they was fighting. You could hear, how Star Wars, they go, like that. Yeah. I could hear it literally at night when I was sleeping. Well, I wasn't sleeping, I was awake, but I was in the bed. I can hear it. So y'all got to know they fighting up there too. There's 3 wars going on. And we got to start paying attention to nature because nature going to tell on them. They're going to tell.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Yeah, and it reminds me too of the topic of the show tonight, piercing the veil to the ancestral realm. Because one of the things that I've been noticing, I'm not sure if I'm the only one or other people, I'm pretty sure other people are too, but I've been able to see a lot of different I would say spiritual observations, or being able to see things. You can see things from your peripheral, you see something out of the corner of your eye, and you saw something, or a movement, or a spirit, or whatever you want to call it. I'll just say interdimensional beings. Let's just say that. And then I do feel like some of them are probably ancestral as well. But I've been seeing or experiencing and even feeling a lot of visitors, or a lot of energy, around that is just from a different realm. And I don't know if I'm the only person who's been experiencing like that, but I know for a fact it's been something that's been kind of heavy lately, to where even some of it I'm seeing with my 2 eyes, not just the mind's eye, but my 2 physical eyes, where I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And it's but I feel like that's where, the veil really is, it's not what it used to be. I feel like the 2 worlds they're merging, the spiritual realm and the physical realm are literally merging. I feel like it's happening right before our very 2 and 3 eyes.
You're right. They are. And they've been merging. Yeah, you're right. They are merging. So you're able to actually pick up the energy of the beings in the different dimensions. So yeah, you're right. Because I'm seeing them too.
Yeah. I'm talking about frequently. I remember from a while ago, it used to be from time to time I would see it, but now it's it's damn near everyday thing. I'm like, yo, even when, for example, I could be out and about in nature, or walking the dog, or doing whatever, and I'll see a plant that to me, it's almost like it was like a fox or something. But then it's I look, I'm like, oh shit, but it's a plant. But I'm not, and I know I'm not tripping though, because the way the ears were, it looked like it was some sort of animal. But then when I look again, it's like it was a plant, or it was, you know, saying something else. I'm like, yeah, this,
see,
it's getting real out here, man. It's getting real. And then not to mention the thing I was telling you about before we came on too, that three occurrences with spirit. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of different. I'm seeing some very potent activity in the energy realms.
See, those who are not vibrating on that frequency are not picking it up yet, but they're gonna start picking it up. Also, too, as well as you can see the merging of the dimensions, you also can see the sea too. If you notice, there's some very misty. If you go outside, it's very misty, and it's sort of like you're in the sea, but in the mist of the sea.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going on too.
Yeah, like big fog clouds, like just coming out of nowhere on the regular, you know, where I've seen it driving. And I'm talking about not normally I see that kind of fog down here in the middle of the night if you're driving like anywhere between maybe 1, 2 in the morning to like maybe 4 or 5 a.m., something like that. But I've seen that in like the evening time, like 9, 10 o'clock. You know, I'm seeing stuff like that. So it's definitely a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm talking about like, how can I explain? It's almost like the densest form of the sea. It's almost like not even. Let me tell you like this. I did see one time I was driving. We seen like it looked almost like the shape of a dolphin that was in the clouds, sort of coming out of the clouds. I was like, that's interesting because it looks like we're in the densest form of the sea as well.
Yeah.
You know? yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you say that, right? So I'm in the middle of doing some reconstruction, some construction work, and I'm trying to like set everything up and trying to revamp the backdrop. And I had this picture right here. I mean, this statue right here, right? I was trying to set it up the other day. I think it was yesterday. And when I set it up, the way I initially had it, it was at the top, and the way the light hit it, it looked as if that was like a dolphin, you know what I'm saying, from the shadow, like because it, like looking at like it's a sister holding, I don't know what that is she's holding, but whatever she's holding, I got a crystal in there in the top of it. So the other day when I moved it and it was at the top of the little bookcase or whatever, the shadow of it looked like a dolphin, or it could look like a ship, like a craft too. I'm like, oh shit, that's deep, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really put too much into it until just now. But now you say that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But it was from the shadow, so it still came from, you know what I'm saying, like another angle of being able to see.
Yeah, see, so I mean, again, they're keeping your mind occupied on the mundane things, on the news, the Iran and this and that. While all of this is going on around you, you're not paying attention, but you got to pay attention.
Have to.
Yeah. It's amazing in one sense, and also in the other sense, it could be a little scary because you're not used to seeing this type of energy.
Yeah.
Including seeing other type of beings.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you see that. I personally see that in like the insect world. I'm seeing a lot of different type of insects, some that I've never seen before. And then even like insects that I've seen before, I'm seeing them in like maybe different color schemes or different sizes than what I'm used to. Matter of fact, and this is funny because this just happened within the last 7 days. I saw 2 beautiful bald eagles again. I'm talking about just recently, like 2 beautiful bald eagles. I'm talking about huge. And it's just like, yo, they like nature is naturing. Like it really is. Like, and it's not trying to hide it by any stretch of the imagination. And shout out to Toya. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that no more, Toya. We definitely talk about everything here, and we ain't looking at nobody, judging nobody sideways because we know what it is. Look, Wunam talked about the dwarfs, the people. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what the other one, the gnomes. You know what I'm saying? Like those are all beings that you have like communications with. Can you kind of share some of that? Because I know Toya might be new to the tribe. So Toya, we talk about everything. Ain't nobody judging nobody because a lot of us have all had our own experiences with, you know, paranormal activity, with UFO activity, with extraterrestrial activity. Like hell, I feel like some of us are extraterrestrials or have extraterrestrial capabilities. Let's say.
Yeah, we are truly extra. Yes, we are. Yeah.
Oh man,
trust me, I know. I say I come from planet Saturn, and I know that I'm an extraterrestrial. But Toya, welcome to the family. I'm gonna say welcome to the family, Toya, because you know what? People will always say you're crazy. You know, I've had people say I was crazy because I would hug a tree or I talk to a tree. And I'd be like, no, you crazy because you don't know the same tree could talk back and heal you, right? So at the end of the day, Toya, welcome to the family. You're here amongst people who are are, I'm going to say, very special. We are highly special because of the things that we're able to tap into and be a part of. Okay, so trust me, you're not crazy. Now, as far as that goes, I went, I go to this one place, and it's called Everbowl, and it's owned by one of our sisters, and her son was in there, very, very spiritual young man, right? And we were talking about the people that come in and out of the into the place. Now, where I live at, it's a pretty mixed set of people: black, white, Indian, Chinese, Asian. And we were talking about it, and I told him, we were talking about how a lot of the people here are into witchcraft. Well, they're more into the white witchcraft, not African like us, right? I'm probably the one, or maybe out of the whole city, the only African traditional healer in the city. Okay, me and my husband. Long story short, he told me, because he's very spiritual. He says, there's vampires that come in here. He said, I can see them. He said they even have the teeth, right? And I'm not surprised, because a lot of people think vampires are not real. But in Africa, we have the Sasabon, we got the Abasam, which they are real vampires that actually exist, especially in Africa, okay? So now, when we talk about vampires, again, look up the Sasabon of the Abasam. They are very powerful vampires in Africa, mostly in Ghana. You see them in Ghana, okay? And they can be a bit scary. They're known to really suck your blood, okay? So y'all research that. But there's a lot of different other, I'm gonna say, species that are coming out too. You're starting to see the dwarfs more too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They got different type of dwarfs. You're starting to see them more. So you have different type of species that are showing themselves, and they are also here, especially for those who use them to help you with certain things as well. Okay. So we've had the dwarfs, we got the vampires, we got other species from other planets. Okay. Let me ask y'all a question. Did you ever wonder where the deer go? Did y'all ever wonder where the deer go?
Where who go?
Deer.
Deers, like reindeers?
Yeah, like reindeers.
What do you mean? Where do they go?
You
Like in
see them come
nature?
out of the woods, but when there's storms and stuff like that, where do they go?
Hell if I know. Back into the woods, right? Or
You can see they don't go there when there's storms. You do not find not one deer in the woods.
That's crazy as hell. I never thought about that. And down here on Highway 75, there's deer that run across like the border of the highway all the time. And then if up there in Georgia where you at, they run across, you know what I'm saying, all throughout the nature in the neighborhoods because, there's so many trees and woods and all that. But now that I think about it, I don't remember ever seeing a deer in a thunderstorm. We have storms here all the time too.
Exactly. Where do they go? My theory is that they come and that they are alien species.
Wow.
That's my theory. Because you never see them when it's storms coming. You can walk through the woods while it's storming. You do not see one deer.
Wow. I never thought about that. And then now that you really got me thinking, because now you got that movie, Leave the World Behind, where they had a deer on the damn cover of the movie, and then they got the new movie that's about to come out. I forgot the name of it. It's some sort of movie about God damn it, what's the name of it? I just seen the doggone cover of the movie today, but it had a deer on it too, and it's crazy because I never thought about that until you just said it. That's nuts.
Yeah, other species. Deers come from another planet.
Wow.
Right, they come from another planet. You know what I mean? And then, if you remember in that movie, when they did show up, they were showing up to give messages.
Yeah. And they always put the truth. They put the truth in in plain sight and satire.
Right. Showing you.
Wow. That's nuts. That's
and
nuts.
Dwarf vampires, all of that is real. Well, vampires, mermaids, God spirits, and our cosmic family. Yes, it's all real. Definitely. And now, as far as the mermaid goes, I know for a fact in Africa, my country of Cabo Verde, there's 10 islands. So we're surrounded by water, with nothing but water. And the story goes, when we were growing up, is that the women were half mermaid and half a human. And to this day, my grandmother looked like a straight mermaid. Her toes were stuck together. Okay. And what's crazy is that it was never said it was fake. These are real stories that would tell you when you're growing up about the women, because every island is nothing but water. So you were mixed with the half human, half water. But what's crazy, they say, they have a saying is, if your legs are always cold all the time, then that means you're a mermaid. So yeah, that's true. But they've been seen in the islands too. I hear a lot of West Indians talk about how they had mermaids. The Haitians have the they call theirs the oh boy, I forgot what the Haitians call. I forgot the word is right on the tip of my tongue too. But anyway, they see them in Haiti, they see them in Jamaica, in Guyana. They all seen actual mermaids. So yes, all of these are real.
Oh yeah. The truth is so hard to believe, it's unbelievable, but it's the truth. You know, the Sasquatch, the Bigfoots, and Bob Patel went in on that on your podcast. I'm like, yo, like, man, we gotta do that on Ashe, bro, because I learned, I knew about, you know, some of the different you know, abilities and capabilities of like the Bigfoots and the Sasquatch. I knew they were very highly intelligent. I know that they have the ability to manipulate the environment. I know that they can literally disappear or walk into a portal or dimension at will. Like, there's a lot of different skills that they have. But he broke down, man, on your show, he went in. I'm like, yo, I remember you like, come on the show. Man, I tapped in with this. I said, nah, I'm in class. I'm gonna sit back and chill. He got that. I don't want to disrupt the flow. Like, he was going in. It's like, yo, I did not know that, you know, that he taught a lot about things with Bigfoots and Sasquatches that I have never heard before. And I done did my little studying and read up on them, you know, being a student of Dr. York and some of the other master teachers. But what he was dropping, I had never heard some of that. But it made perfect sense the way he was dropping it too. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And it's unbelievable, you know, some of the things that we have on this planet that people think are fake. But if you think about it, everything that we've ever seen in any one of these movies or any of these shows, any of this, where did it come from? It came from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's just that they put it into a so-called sci-fi or fiction format, but it had to come from somewhere. When you talk about Yoda, when you talk about the Ewoks, like Star Wars, all that came from a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, if something was real about every single one of them things, everything. So it's like, it's crazy, but it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think Slim says around ATL 24/7 they close. Oh yeah, they're big time here. I see them all the time. That's why I know. At night, I hear the big ship flying over the house. There ain't no train. There ain't no damn airplane. I seen them. I seen them several times here in Atlanta. Okay, so they're here very heavily. I don't know why, and I'm gonna tap in spiritually to see why. But there's a lot of cosmic energy in Atlanta.
Well, think about it now. Listen, look, I love this because this is where I got a lot of research under my belt. But you have two of the most world-renowned, world-famous artists, literally out of the A, by the name of Outkast, Outkast, who've been saying from the very first goddamn album that they are extraterrestrials, AT aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like, they never hit it. If you look at the cover of the Aquemini album, like, they have literally the huge mothership, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's flying like suspended in thin air right in front of Kemet, in ancient Kemet. But now that we know that Kemet was in America too, or America has Kemetic, you know what I'm saying, origins too. So you're talking about Atlantis, aliens, AT aliens, Atlantis, AT alien, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's all connected. And Cass been saying it, you know, from 1996 on. Would they come out 94? Either 94 or 96. Whenever they dropped their first album, they've been claiming extraterrestrial AT aliens from day one. And they there in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Well, so we know Atlantis is under Atlanta. And that's crazy you say that. But now we got Outkast that been saying that. Now they're familiar with Atlanta because they're from Atlanta. We got to go back to Earth, Wind, and Fire, who told us about them too. Remember? So Earth, Wind, they've been taught this, right?
Yeah.
And then I forgot what group it was, but one of the groups talked about the age of Aquarius back in the early 70s. It was the age of Aquarius back then.
That might have been Earth, Wind, and Fire. That might have been Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'm almost sure it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm almost sure it was. Yeah, and they had comedic album covers. They had comedic album covers way back then. So you're right, even before Outkast. If you look back at Earth, Wind, and Fire's damn discography, you'll see nothing but comedic culture across their album covers. Like, damn near all of them got comedic culture. So yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's all real. Of them. So this is nothing new. It's just that we're now, you know, we're going, you know, to that stage of where we're, you know, exposing, you know, so much.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Somebody said I always attracted to Star Wars. Let me tell y'all how bad I am connected to the cosmos.
And I'm
All
trying to
right,
keep
see?
up with these comments, family. Y'all have some grace for your boy because it's hard to keep up. I appreciate y'all. Keep them coming, though. Keep them coming.
Look at this.
Wow. Hold on. Let me highlight you.
Look. Y'all see that?
Listen, I'm telling you, man, those are real too.
Look, I used to walk around with this on my shoulder. Look, walk around
Man.
with this on my shoulder, right? That's how addicted I was and how connected I am to the cosmos. But family, we got. Oh, that's right. What is it? Mandalorian's coming back out. It's coming out on May 22nd.
It's funny. I just saw that cover, I think, today too. I don't know if I saw it on YouTube or somewhere, but I just saw the preview for that as well.
Y'all gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be revealing some things in there that we need to know that's happening right now. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so.
Yeah. All the movies be doing that. All the movies be doing that. And shout out to Mama Teresa too. I hope she's still on the stream. She said that there was a tornado in her town too in Michigan recently as well. So that was around the time when you were saying like a lot of them ain't really tornadoes. It's really more, you know, what's going on up in the heavens with the wars. Right. And so, you know, it's looking like that, but it's really not. It's, you know, it could be that, but more to that too. So shout out to her, and then shout out to Lady Night Walker. Yep, Parliament and the Funkadelics. They out. Yep, they did it as well.
That's it. The fifth dimension. Yep. That's right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I remember Professor Cobb talking about seeing them perform, and Bootsy Collins. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. Like they definitely been. Yeah, it's definitely some old school funk. You know, and our soul groups that have been dropping the extraterrestrial or you know the high dimensional frequency energy from other planes and dimensions as well for a minute.
Hey Teresa, hope all is well. Well, I like to say I know all is well. The fifth dimension, me and what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
Bob
Not
Pata?
Pata, the elder.
Dr. Blair?
Dr. Blair. We used to have a show on Blog Talk called The Fifth Dimension.
Man.
Yeah.
Sure did. And speaking of that, I remember if it's not to cut you with them, but if you can find them tapes, please send them to me if you can. Because look, Tribe, y'all forgive me the Patreon and the private community. I got more of the Dr. Blair tapes I'm gonna be sharing too. I just had a lot going on these last few weeks, but I'm finally wrapping up all those tasks I had to knock down. So I'm back to normal now. I'll be getting these things pumping back out. But yeah, I would love to hear those, man. Because Dr. Blair, I flew all the way to Chicago to go to one of his events that, you know, happened I think like 2 or 3 years ago after he transitioned. But because Tony is still running the Meta Center, I feel like I still got to support just on the strength of the work that he's done. You know what I'm saying? That Dr. Blair has done. So I'm still going to support his legacy, even with him in the Ancestral realm. So yeah, he definitely is a very powerful master teacher, man. Very powerful.
Yeah, he was. I love Dr. Blair. We was supposed to bring him to Atlanta, but he ended up transitioning before we was able to. But we had the Fifth Dimension show. It was a really good show. I'm gonna see if I can find some of the shows for you.
Man,
and send them to you.
And I'll share them too. I'll definitely share them. Absolutely, because we got to keep his work alive. Because even like some of the ones I've shared in the private communities, he filmed some of them in like 2011, 2009. But when I tell you, I mean, you know it because you spoke to him directly. Everything that he was talking about way back then, we're seeing manifesting literally right now as we speak. Everything. And it's like, even back then, it sounded so far-fetched and so crazy. And y'all talk about people thinking you crazy. People thought he was batshit crazy too. But he still, you know, he spoke his truth and he didn't give a damn what people thought about him. And now his work is legendary in my book because the work that he's done is relevant and is needed right now because he was able to predict and prophesize all the stuff that we're seeing right now.
That's right. That's right.
That's what's up. All right. So now when it comes to the ancestors, we done went a whole almost hour with just the appetizer. We didn't even get into the meal yet, man, because the meal, you know, I felt like the ancestors was telling me you need to talk about the veil, not, you know, being like piercing the veil. And kind of like what I was saying, like how I've been seeing and experiencing. I'm not the only one because I saw, shout out to the tribe in the comments saying that they've been feeling a lot of that energy and experiencing it too, which I felt like I knew I wasn't alone because that's just what it is. So when it comes to somebody being as powerful as you are with the gifts that you have, to be able to kind of be multidimensional with being able to, I feel like you're living in both realms simultaneously with your ability to see and hear and communicate with spirit, but yet at the same time, you know, live your life here with us in the physical realm. What would you recommend to us who are working on, you know, our gifts? Because we all have gifts, but some of us are born with gifts like you know, that you just was able to use from the time you were born. But then some of us have latent gifts and latent skills that kind of come along as we grow, as we, you know what I'm saying, as we mature in our past and our journey. How would you recommend people like us to be able to work towards tapping into being able to, you know, access that level of communication with the ancestral realm and with the spiritual realm simultaneously the way you do with your gifts?
One of the things you gotta realize you ain't crazy. IG Toya, right? You gotta realize you ain't crazy. Don't let people tell you you're crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody has some type of gift. First of all, humanity has a natural intuition. All of us have natural intuition.
Facts.
So everybody has a little bit of a gift to feel or see. Everybody. Some of us, I just say we use more strands of our DNA, so we have it a little bit stronger. For those who are just discovering their gifts, embrace it. Don't shun it away. Don't say no. No. Embrace it, because before you came to this realm called Earth, you made a contract with the ancestors to come here and do what you're supposed to do. Whether it be a healing gift with your hands, Reiki, seeing, healing, doing rituals, whatever it may be, you made that contract before you came down to this realm. Okay. So once you begin to discover it, it's time to embrace it. And the most important thing you want to do is let your ancestors guide. A lot of times, so many people deal with different traditions, whether it be Ifa, Akan, Palo, whatever you want to call it, and they always disinclude the ancestors. Every tribe in Africa that practices, whether it be Yoruba, Igbo, whatever, practice, or Denani, or Ifa, they practice it. They always put their ancestors first. The gods come second. Even the Christians and the Muslims, they still worship their ancestors.
Yeah, some of them don't even know it though.
Right. Right. So I know a few of them in Africa. Yeah, they're walking around with the gloves on. They don't want them. I'm Muslim. But over there in their village, they got a damn ancestral altar. Okay. So they even know the importance of respecting your ancestors, because your ancestors were here at one time. Okay. We just had this debate on TikTok the other day, y'all. And the Christians always want to come attack us and always want to talk junk. And I have to always cuss them out.
They be out here spiritual gang banging, man. I don't know why they be out, like they be. I just talked about that last week on one of the streams. Like they be spiritual gang banging. Like, man, ain't nobody running up on y'all throwing up our set. Like, why y'all feel comfortable throwing your set up like that? Like, you better sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's why they get spiritual. They get spiritual banged down. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to keep doing that and coming up here disrespecting our cultural ways, and you don't want us to talk about your God or Jesus. Because I sure will talk about God or Jesus. Then I'm going to tell your God or Jesus on you. How about that? So at the end of the day, you know, we get a lot of that. But the most important thing we got to understand is your ancestors were here at one time. You are your ancestors, you. You all share the same blood. You have their DNA. So who would you rather call on? Your ancestors or God? Who's going to download that into your DNA when you call upon them and you pay homage to your ancestors and you talk to them and ask them to help you? Who's going to help you quicker? Your ancestors, because remember, y'all share the same DNA, for one. For two, once you recognize your ancestors and your ancestors begin to walk with you, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
That's
just like I told her, I prayed to Jesus and I prayed to God and he blessed me with some money. I said, well, shit, I prayed to my ancestors and Jesus. And I mean, my ancestors, my mother that was here just 5 years ago. And guess what? She gave me some money too. Now what? Now what? You know? So first and foremost, if you get a just divination reading or reading, and they say, well, you have a gift to see, then it's your job and your responsibility to call upon your ancestors and say, ancestors, help cultivate my gift. Because I know if I'm a seer, I must have to use this gift to help somebody. Okay? And that's what you want to do. Always go to your ancestor first. Then you should always have an ancestral altar. Okay? Always have an altar for your ancestors.
I got a story about that too.
Okay.
After, go ahead. I don't want to cut your wisdom. No, I'm gonna share it after because
but you should always have an altar for your ancestors, okay? Because you want to be able to go there, talk to them, guide them. And I'm telling y'all, this is how powerful the ancestors are. I do so many readings and so much ritual work. It's unbelievable. Me and my husband, we get overwhelmed sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Right? So sometimes you can't deal with other personal stuff. Just say, I'm gonna give y'all an example. One of your daughters is arguing with the other one. So I'm gonna have a conference, and if you don't settle it, guess who I'm calling? Ma. Deal with your granddaughters.
Yes.
Go and deal with them. Make them make up. I'm talking to them like I'm talking to, make them make up. This is ridiculous. They shouldn't be arguing.
Yeah.
And then what happens is, I don't know, all of a sudden the next day or two, they calm down. You know why? Because I called the ancestors. This is how powerful and important it is to call your ancestors, because they're going to come.
Man, listen. That's fact. Yeah. And that goes to the just to segue into the little story I was going to share is that, you had, you've given me some very profound messages from my ancestors. I'm deeply appreciative of it, man. I done shared it with so many different people, like in my family, letting them know, hey, if you ever need to talk to the ancestors, boy, I got the plug for you, boy, because I'm telling you, you're going to get that real deal Holyfield, insight and info. And I like to say, mine blessed me. I've been working on trying to get this new space for the new studio. And man, it happened. And so, like, in the process of making it happen, I had to work about 24, I'm not exaggerating, about damn near 24 to 26 hours straight to, like, get everything done to make it happen. And I'll be damned it was so funny, man. I had to sit back and laugh. The second day of getting everything squared away, I was so doggone tired and beat down, man. I was sitting on the couch like, man, shit, I'm tired. I'm gonna have to pick up tomorrow. I have to pick up tomorrow and get back to work. And I promise you, the answer was like, oh no, ain't no tomorrow. You asked us to come through and help you make this thing happen for you to get it. So you're gonna have to set us up. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and be waiting for you to get it. I was like, oh shit. So I got up. I don't know where the energy came from, but boy, when I tell you I got up and I got that shrine set up real quick, expeditiously, and then everything just felt so much smoother after. I'm like, okay. I love it. Because to me, there was like, it's a two-way street. You ask for some assistance, some help, okay, you know what it is with us. You know how you got to come through for us too. So I was like, hey, I'm not even gonna play with that. So it was like the battery just went from dead to supercharged, boy. It went from dead to alkaline. Boy, I was like, yo, and I'm talking about it was. And this just happened like 2 days ago. I'm just like, yo, like it's nuts how supernatural I feel like their power and their ability is when it comes to intervening. Like it's a real thing. So it's like, I ain't saying people haven't had divine interventions from Jesus or Allah or whatever your spiritual tradition or your practice is, but I know for damn sure I can count. There's too many to count of how many divine interventions I've had from the ancestors. Like I'm talking about straight up divine, like that right there within itself. I literally had no energy at all. But when that message came through, it was like, shoo, you know what I'm saying? Just catapult. It was like Pac-Man when you eat the power pellet, how you move at one speed, but you eat that power pellet and then you just start zipping along, eating the ghost in the pellet. Like it was crazy, man. So it's like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
And you know what's crazy? Now let's go back to what you said. I don't know what your intervention with Jesus or your Allah is. We got to realize, first of all, think about it. I like to tell people to think logically. Now you're calling on a deity, which is Allah, God, or Jesus, that was given to you by man, right? Now, had man not told you who Allah was, Jesus was, or God was, who would you think is your God?
Yeah.
Right? So we have a saying in Africa that, my first God is my mother. Right? That's what the elders say. My first God is my mother. But at the end of the day, think about it. Who would you call upon? Now, we got to understand who we are. And even in that Bible, that is truth, plagiarisms, lies, you understand? African folklore. It talks about the death and life and the power of the tongue. So a lot of times, some of us have power where if we say it, it's going to happen.
Yes.
So that power, you are that power that you think you're getting from Allah or Jesus or God. Now, some might say, well, what's the difference? The difference is my ancestors that were here at one time who I share this very powerful DNA with is embedded in me. I am my ancestor and they are me. And in this DNA, we have so much information not only that, in my book, I talk about the junk DNA. That's information.
Yeah.
So the difference is it's already stored within us. All we're doing is when we're offering our ancestors offerings, right? And we're saying, well, I want you to give me this information. All they're doing is downloading in my DNA, which was theirs at one time. So that's the difference. When you're calling on God and Jesus, because, you know, I had a girl years ago come on a radio show. Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about because I seen Jesus. I said, really? I said, I bet you I could tell you what it looked like. I said, he got blonde hair, like about this long. I said, he bronze skin, right? She goes, yeah. I said, so who showed you that image?
Yep.
She said, I said, so that image was planted in your subconscious mind. So when you called upon that Jesus, you think it was Jesus, right? Yeah. I said, which is only an energy that was manifested from so many people calling on that energy, it actually manifests in your subconscious mind. So yeah, you think you've seen Jesus, but where's Jesus at? And you know they get mad at me because I said Jesus was an African traditional healer. They went over to Africa and found an African traditional healer and seen the miracles they can do or the power they got in Africa, and they're gonna put it in their Bible.
Yeah, I mean
right?
they stole it all from Kemet.
Exactly.
You know, and then they talk about the Pharaoh and all that, but all they did was flip the script. You know what I'm saying? Like try to paint them to be the superhero.
If you go on the walls of ancient Kemet, we are voodoo. I tell people all the time, we are voodoo. If you go on the ancient walls, it was practiced way back then, which is way before the Hebrew text of 2,500 years before the Bible. So when we go back then, we already know that we always magical. We were always spiritual people. Okay. And then in the age of Pisces, when some of the DNA shut down, they began to start, brainwashing the subconscious mind. And that's when people start believing in Jesus. You understand? And in God and the Holy Ghost. But what happened to the woman? The Son, the Father, Holy. What happened to the woman?
Yeah.
See, a lot of times, we don't think logical. And we have been brainwashed so much that we don't even think of the logical things. Right? Somebody in here says something about I am the altar. That is so true.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a saying that I am the shrine. The shrine is in me.
Yeah. That's fact. And shout out to Lady Night Walker. I was gonna bring her comment up because I wanted to elaborate on that. She said, when you ask the ancestors for help, they give you what you need, not always what you want. I love that. And not only that, I agree with that 1,000,000%. I appreciate the comment, Lady Night Walker. But on top of that, we don't get what we want when we need it. We get what we want when we're supposed to have it. And I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like that, we could pray for something all day long, but we don't get it when we want it. We get it when we're supposed to have it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a lot of things that I prayed for and I never got it when I was praying for it. But now in hindsight, a lot of the things that I have received that I prayed for, I realize now there was no way in hell that I was ready for those blessings, those gifts back then. You know what I'm saying? It was not even remotely close to possible for me to receive those blessings then, because I was nowhere near close to being ready to handle them, with the right and proper care, you know what I'm saying, and nourishment and cultivating that they needed in order for me to receive them. So it took a whole lot of growth and transformation and, a whole lot of evolution and a whole lot of different, I feel like just a whole lot of just things that had to be in alignment within myself in order for me to receive those gifts. So it's like, we don't get it when we want it. We get it when we're supposed to have it. And I feel like most of us aren't prepared for some of the things that we're asking for. And that's why we haven't received them. Because once you do, then it was meant for you to. You know what I'm saying? Like it was divine alignment then. So it's a real thing. So
shout out to Lady Walker too. I'm sorry, I didn't even see her. Shout out to her too. But let me add to that also, because we got to realize a lot of times, I'll get people, because I do a lot of ancestral, teaching, and people. Well, I asked my ancestors, and he didn't get it. I had one client the other day. She said she lost her daughter. Condolences to her. Yeah. And she said, I'm just going to give it all up. Because all that talking to the ancestors and all the spiritual work, nothing helps save my daughter's life. I said, hold on, wait a minute. Stop. I said, stop. I said, how can you say that? First of all, her daughter died of drugs. She was with pills, okay? For two, everybody has a number here. Do we know their number? But I've literally had people call me and ask me to do a reading and tell me when they were going to die. I said, I can't do that. Wow. Because I don't know your number. Only the ancestors know your number, okay? But I will say this, what we have to understand with the ancestors, what you both said is very, very true. You understand? But a lot of times we'll hear, well, their ancestors didn't give me. Most of the time, they already see before you see. They can see way ahead of what you can see. They can see past, present, and future. So if your ancestors don't give you what you want, that's because you don't need it. Don't get mad, right? Don't get mad. Or if they don't give it to you at the moment, they always got something better in store for you, right? That's why you hear that in church. They got it from African folklore. Oh, God didn't bless you with that. Here, we got something better in store for. No, that's African, right? Yeah. So with saying that, just know I will say this, but my ancestors never ever failed me.
Facts.
Never.
Big facts.
And they teach you. If you stay close with your ancestors and you talk to your ancestors, sit at your altar. Sometimes I would do it outside by a tree because you never outside shrine. You stay close with your ancestors. You can talk to them while you ain't in the bed. They're going to give you a message.
Yes.
And they're going to tell you. If you listen very closely. And if you stay close, they're never going to let you down. Okay? Trust me when I tell you all. And just know, we have been so physically, bound to this earth, we don't even think spiritually. Some of us. So in your mind, you're thinking you're supposed to have, spiritual things. Excuse me, physical things. Your ancestors may not want you to have that Mercedes. It could be because, you know what, it might cost you too much down the line. They could see down the line that you may not be able to afford it because you lost your job. So no, we're not going to give you that Mercedes now, but we're going to give you this nice little Honda, which is going to last you a long time, and the parts are really cheap. That's how your ancestors work, y'all.
Yeah. Okay? Yes. That's facts, man. That's so dope because I seen, so much of this unfold like in the last 6 months to a year's time. It's unbelievable. It's believable. It's unbelievable, but I love that it's happening the way it's happening because, like, personally, like things that I've worked on other businesses and other business ventures that I was, working on outside of the channel. That I'm like, yo, I'm going hard trying to make it happen. And then it's just like, damn, is this shit meant to happen? Because, I know I'm putting in the work. I'm going hard, But clearly it was meant to happen, but not in the way that I wanted it to happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I remember coming to you like, yo, I need the answers to give me some clarity on this because I know what I'm doing. And it ain't happening like how I thought it was going to happen. Should I even keep working with this? Like, because it just ain't, it ain't aligning and adding up to me with how all this work can go without, receiving the type of, I would say, confirmation of, the solidifying what all I needed to do to put it together, make it happen. And then I remember you telling me like, yeah, they saying, yeah, you're supposed to do such and such, but you need to do it in a different capacity. And I'm like, now it makes sense. So now everything that I was asking about then, now it started happening in the different capacity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just so dope to see. And that goes right back to what me and Lady Nightwalker was saying. We don't get what we want when we want to get it.
That's right.
But we get what we want or what we need when we're supposed to get it. And now I'm like, damn, now it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just so dope. How the alignment happens, man. It really is. It's dope.
Yeah, bro. People be cussing. Well, the ancestors help. I said, nah. I said, they helping you. They watching you too. Yeah. You understand? So just be careful what you say because they got your back. And we got many, many of them walking with us, right? We got a whole bunch of ancestors walking. Some of us got a whole army of ancestors that walk with us, okay?
Millions.
So do not sleep on your ancestors. And I'm going to tell y'all, why? Because they were here at one time. If your grandmother was here, your grandmother had your back.
Oh yeah,
right.
Still do.
My grandmother told me the other day. She told me, "Kitchen." I was in the kitchen. I ain't been drinking a lot of water because I've been so busy. My mind be racing. I said, "Get your butt in there and go drink some water."
Listen,
and I could literally hear her voice.
Listen,
and I said, "All right, man, I got you." I said, "I got you."
I just had to have that conversation with my pop. I'm like, Pop, man, you better drink you some water. Look, I'm mad I ain't got my little Ase mug because you know me, like I ain't advertising nobody, boy. I'm gonna rock my own brand. If not, I'm pulling the label off. But that's all I drink. Like literally water. I've been like that since a little boy, man. Like all I drink is water. My friends used to make fun of me growing up because back before it was a thing with bottled water, I used to buy bottles of water. Like, why are you buying bottled water? I'm like, bro, because Florida water tastes like shit. Like where I'm from, our water, we could drink tap water back home where I'm from, but I'm not drinking that. I'd rather pay for it because that's how much I like to drink water. It was so funny because now as adults, they look back like, damn, you was definitely on to something with the water thing. We ain't, what I'm saying? We wasn't really tapped in like that, but I didn't really know nothing different. I just naturally gravitated towards it. I'm grateful for it now because I didn't realize how many benefits, health benefits, drinking a lot of water has with flushing you out, keeping your system clean, and it's just a lot of things that it does. So that's a real thing.
I'm gonna tell you, I have a book that has it's a picture of one of the Egyptian gods with the writing the writing on it, showing you how the hieroglyphs would actually heal the water that you were drinking. It was a machine. So years ago, I printed it out. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
That's
I
dope.
printed it out and I put it on my nightstand, and I put my water on top of it, and you could taste the difference in the water.
Wow,
powerful.
That's
right?
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, you can taste the difference. Now let me show y'all. I'm happy to pull it up if y'all can see it.
Hold on, I'm gonna put.
Let me see if y'all can see it. Oh, my background. Okay, can y'all see it?
Keep it right there, right there. Hold on, I'm gonna holler at you. We see it right there. Hold on, I'm gonna put you.
Y'all see it? I've had this for years, and on the front of it.
That's crazy. Is that Ptah? Who is that? Imhotep? Like
no,
what
it's a
deity?
woman. It's a woman.
It's a woman.
I gotta look in the book the name of it, but let me tell you what's crazy. I've had this for years. If you look on the front of the machine, if you can see it.
It looks like she's sitting on a damn, almost like the Shabaka stone or something, like a real
almost
powerful
like a stone, right?
Yeah.
But when I put my water on this right here, it changes the taste of the water. This is powerful.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Wow. And this is an ancient picture. Through this picture, the writing on the front of it. Brother Dinkle, could you take a picture and just send it to him real quick?
Yeah, please, man, because I could put that on the screen. That's dope. And you know, that goes back to the doctor, the Japanese. I think it's Japanese doctor, Dr. Komodo or Komodo, Dr. something. I can't remember the tribe. If y'all know, if y'all know the name of the Japanese doctor who did the study on the water language, responding to language, because water is a living deity. Like it's the most powerful deity on the force on the planet, actually. But because without water, we won't survive. The planet won't survive. You know what I'm saying? There's no life on this planet without water. So the fact that you have something like that can transform the, you know what I'm saying, the elements or the nature of it, that's dope. That's very powerful.
And this is what I'm talking about. People using their logical mind, right?
Right.
Now think about it. That used to transform water in ancient times.
Yeah.
I print out the picture, right?
And the dynastic ancient times too.
Right. And just the act of me putting water on it, it still worked through that ancient picture. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful.
And let me see. Somebody said, "Man, I was taught to follow their God. Just recently started to follow my heart." Which God? The Egyptian?
Shout out to Just Joy 206, Dr. Masuru Emoto. That's what I said.
Right.
Emoto. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, Joy. Yes, sir. Dr. Masuru Emoto. Yep. But I'm trying to find that comment, Wunam. Like I said, family, keep them coming, please. It's just a challenge for me to keep up with all of them, but keep them comments coming. Okay. You said what was the one you wanted to respond to about the?
Which one?
It was the one you was just saying that you were about to respond to in regards to like the following the guides or following the heart. Something to that effect.
Oh, she said, Toya said she was following their God. Just recently started to follow my heart. Which God are you talking about? The Egyptian?
Here you go. I found it. This one right here. Yeah. Man was taught to follow their God. Just recently started to follow my heart. Okay, I got you. Which God was it? Okay. The white Jesus one. But it's so funny because there's so many people that's waking up from that spell though, because that's really a spell. That's all it is. The Bible is one of the most powerful spell books of all the planet right now. Like that's not my thing. Like I don't study the Bible like that. I'm not even really familiar with it, but I do know it's a spell book. And I know if you know how to work them spells, it's a very powerful book. Shout out to there's a Kemetic priestess. I would love to get her on the show. I can't think of her name. I want to say she might be up there in Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia too, but I follow her channel. What is her name?
Is it Sister Ya? She got long locks in her hair.
Yeah, you know her?
Yeah, I know her.
Oh, please connect me with her, man. She a mess. She remind me she remind me of you a little bit because she raw with it, but she know her shit though. She's powerful.
Yeah, she
even be speaking the literature too. Like if you can connect me with her, I would love to have her on the channel.
All right, I'm gonna see if I could get in contact.
Yeah, because I follow her work. I follow her channel. She taught me how to work with the man, with the crystals. And she was talking about putting the crystals on the unks and then doing, man, she about that life. I would definitely love to have her on here for real.
Yeah, I love Sister Ya. She's a good sister.
She ain't no joke.
Yeah, she's a real good sister. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get her on here because she need to be on here.
I would love that for real, because I love her channel. I love her work. She's powerful, and I love how she just raw. She real with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know everybody can't take her because she ain't watering down and sugarcoat nothing, but she gonna give it to you blood raw.
She's gonna give it to you raw. She's real, but she's real good with that comedic stuff though.
Oh yeah, man. I would love to have her on here for real. Yes, that's what's up.
But you know who said it the best? Dr. York. Dr. York said, without God, without man, there's no God, and without God, there's no man. It was one of his books, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's facts.
What is it? What's her? He said, Max said, what's her channel?
I'll find it for you, Max. I got it because I follow it on my personal account. So I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up and share it for you because she's dope. Like I said,
she's real good, y'all. I'm gonna see if I got her number still, because she calls me from time to time. She does call me. I'm gonna see if I could see if I got her number.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to have her on, man. Because
she used to call me to do stuff with her, you know, and do some spiritual stuff with her. So I've done a few things for her. Yeah,
she's powerful. She's definitely powerful. Like I definitely that'd be dope. That'd be so dope, man. I don't know if she's on social media or not, but I'll even see if I can find her on there.
She is. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can. First, let me call and see if that's the same number.
Okay.
But I'll call first, and then if I get it, then we'll hook up. Okay.
That's what's up. Yeah,
I know she just sent me a friend request. I don't know if it was on Instagram, might have been TikTok. One of them, she sent me a friend request. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's a really good sister. I love y'all.
That's what's up. And family, I forgot whoever it was that asked. I'm looking for her channel now. So as soon as I find it, because I know I subscribe to it, as soon as I find it, I'll copy the link and share it in the chat. And if I can't find it, because on my personal channel, I follow a lot of channels. So if I can't find it, I'll find it and definitely share it within the. I'll post it in the show description if I don't find it tonight while we're on the stream. But I'm gonna find it though. But
I can find it too, so we could, try to get her on here.
Yeah, because her channel. I love the comedic, the comedic teachings that she does. But I just love like her energy. She's just raw. You know what I'm saying? She's got that. She remind me of each other. Actually, like just the way y'all powerful. And y'all just call it how y'all see it. And you ain't taking no shit off nobody. And it is what it is. You like it or you don't.
She's the same way. That's why we probably got along so good, because you're the same way. Yeah.
Just from the comedic. She's just from the comedic perspective. But I can't find it. I know I'll find it on my TV family. Once I find it, I'll definitely share it. Cause I'm trying to find it on the.
I'll try, but I'm on the phone that I would find it on, so I gotta wait. So because I'm on that phone call. But anyway, if I find it too, I'll send it to you.
Appreciate it. And family, I find it. Who I think it was Maximum Rising. I'll definitely share it with you. It's just a matter of me finding it. For some reason, I don't know why I'm not able to find it on the computer, which should be easier. But I know I watch that channel on my TV, so I'll be able to pull it from the account on my TV and share it in the show description. But yeah. So back to the show. I mean the topic, man. So we definitely had a lot of powerful comments and questions. I couldn't keep up with all of them, family, but I did star a few of them. So do you got time to get into a little bit of Q&A before we get out of here, Wunam? Because I gotta
you
get up in the rises and get the family thing popping in the morning. But I definitely want to try to make this thing happen again expeditiously as soon as we can. But shout out to Toya. She was very active in the chat tonight, man. So we appreciate you. Welcome to the tribe, Toya. See,
right, Toya.
Toya said, what about Star Trek? Because this is when we were talking about like all the different alignments with like extraterrestrial and paranormal, activity and all that. So she wanted to know about what your thoughts was about Star Trek.
Star Trek, Star Trek, I'm just gonna say showing you the cosmic information that you need. Just like they reveal a lot of things in the movies nowadays, we ain't paying attention. They tell you what's going on right in front of your face. Star Trek is showing you that we actually had connection with other planets and other, alien beings. I like to call them our cosmic family more than anything. So Star Trek is very powerful and also informational for those who, ever wondered. You hear stories about it, but you didn't know. But Star Trek is showing you that it exists.
Yeah. And like I said, they always putting the truth in real sight, in plain sight. They convolute it, they pollute it, they dilute it. You know what I'm saying? They put some sort of like twist to it. But if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and the intuitive capabilities to feel like when something's real and when it's some BS. Like you just I feel it. And shout out to somebody had mentioned earlier when we were talking about the crafts and the different extraterrestrial activity and all that. They were saying be careful or double check to make sure it's not AI generated. And I was like, yo, I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000,000% on that, because they do create a lot of this stuff with AI to try to confuse people. And that's precisely why AI is the way it is now. They want to have the ability to cloak the truth and to also create BS and bullshit to like distort, the truth. So that way, when you do see it, you don't know which one it is, because probably like maybe 80-90% of the stuff that people are seeing is either, if it's not AI, it's actually the military, vehicles that they're doing. But there is a lot of the real ones too. So I feel like that's literally why they're doing so much to put so much fake stuff out there, because that way when you see the real deal, you don't know the real deal. So like you said earlier, those who have the ability to feel and can sense and can see spiritually, we know when it's real because we know what we see and what we feel. You know what I mean? So, but there is a real, it's tough. They make it kind of like finding a needle in a haystack in regards to, seeing what's real and what's not.
Oh, you know what? Let me say this too. I am on the 24th of April. I am launching my mental wellness clinic here in Atlanta. So if anybody is needing any type of help, we're still doing spiritual counseling, but we brought it to the next level. So we're going to have a location where we could actually see people who are dealing with trauma, anxiety, all of that good stuff. We're going to be having a mental wellness clinic, a Serenity Haven mental wellness clinic, and we'll be covering all of that trauma, anxiety. We're going to be dealing with VA veterans that need, some awareness. So we're going to be doing a lot of awareness. And if you're not local, we are still doing it over Zoom if anybody's interested in mental health, spiritual counseling.
That's what's up. I was going to ask you that too. Was you doing it just in person there in the air? Or was you doing it? Would you be doing it virtually as well?
Virtually as well, yeah.
That's what's up.
We're just going to have a location now where if they need to come to, they can come to.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely. I don't know why it's so hard. I'm still determined to find this damn channel so I can share it now. But yeah, I had to find it from my TV family because, like I said, I'm not sure why I can't find it on the phone or the computer, but I definitely share it. But shout out to Deborah Type C 1414. Thank you for acknowledging. Oh, absolutely. I appreciate the super chat, family. We definitely appreciate the love and support all day, every day, for sure. Without y'all, there ain't no Ashe. It's the tribe that makes the channel. So, and I do my best to, make that known. Hell, that's how we start pretty much every show. Just giving shout out, thanks, and gratitude to the tribe and for the love and support, man. Because like I said, without y'all, it ain't no channel. So we definitely do it for the family, man. And shout out to D, True Seeker 1111. Coming up and showing love, saying so much love and respect to my sis Wunam. Love and peace, brother. Arisha, family, we appreciate you too, family. Absolutely, absolutely. Let me see. And there was a few more questions too. So
somebody asked about Michael Jackson movie.
That's funny. That's the one I was about to pull up. So at Slim Salam 4577 said, "What do y'all think about the Michael Jackson movie? What's your thoughts on it?" I know me and brother Bidel, shout out to Bidel, we spoke about it on the last war report we did because he did a whole video breakdown on that. But what do you think about the Michael Jackson movie and the significance of it?
They say Antoine Fuqua is the director of that movie, right?
Get out of here. That's who directed that?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Oh, I know I got to see it now. I did not know he directed it. That's dope. That's what's up.
I got mixed feelings about it because, first of all, I was crazy. I was so crazy about Michael Jackson when I was young. I cut my hair just like it. I was so crazy. My whole room was full of, my walls was like wallpaper of a Michael Jackson. And back then, in New York, we would have the big giant buttons. Yeah. I remember me and my cousin got in an argument because she loved Prince and I love Michael Jackson.
And Mike was the man.
We're saying that and studying Michael Jackson's soul, we do know he was highly spiritual, but I think Michael Jackson was an alien, okay? For one. For two, I seen the highlights of the movie. I've been watching it for the last couple of days, so it's funny she brings that up. Because I've been trying to figure out why do they want to continue to keep his energy ongoing. Now, first of all, I don't believe Michael Jackson's dead. I believe he faked his death. He was the one who taught Tupac about Machiavelli, okay? So, we're saying that if he taught Tupac about Machiavelli, then you got to know he mastered how to fake his death. I don't think he's dead. Years ago when we were doing celebrity readings, right? I didn't see him in the spiritual realm. I didn't see Tupac in the spiritual realm. Right? I didn't see him, and you know I do ancestor readings now.
I know. I know them things on point because I know the messages you gave me. I know damn well they came from my ancestors. There's no possible way the message was the message if it didn't come directly from them. So I know that.
Right. So with saying that, I did not find Michael Jackson. I didn't find Tupac in the ancestral realm. And I've done many ancestral readings where I can pick them up. I'll tell you who's sitting around you. One of them got an old woman sitting around him right now. Somebody in this chat got an old woman that's sitting around him with gray hair. She got short gray hair. Very pretty woman, very beautiful brown skin. She's sitting with somebody in this chat right now. Somebody's great grandmother. But I'm just saying, I'm saying that because
you done
Michael
did a whole
Jackson
Freestyle Friday on here before. I remember I think it might have been the first or second one you did. You was literally like 15, 20, 25 people. You was literally giving them ancestral readings on the air on the live stream. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. To this day, I'm like, yeah, that's nuts.
Right.
And nobody said nothing wasn't on point. Everybody said it was spot on. Everybody.
All right. So thank you. Look, I share on that right there. So I'm telling y'all, Michael's not dead and Tupac's not dead. Now, why are they keeping that energy going? First of all, don't get it confused. I love the spirit of his nephew. Jafar is a very, handsome young man. From what I heard, he did a good job. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna see it just because.
Yeah, me
but
too.
He will never replace Michael Jackson. Okay? Why they kind of keep trying to keep that energy alive? Honestly speaking, I just feel like it's just for money. You know what I mean? To keep the money coming in, more than anything. And they feel like they can kind of replace Michael with his nephew, but it ain't happening. It's not happening, okay? Oh, that's interesting. Now, I never tried to. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I never tried to summon Aaliyah. He said, Maximum Rising says Aaliyah, she isn't either. I never tried, but I'm now you're gonna make me tap in.
Listen, please do, because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, you and a few other people told me about Pac, told me about this is the first dive I think we've dove into MJ, but Pac, Big Chi, Rod Hayes, me and him done talked about a bunch of people. He told me that wasn't gone, and I'm like, damn, I got to really, you know what I'm saying, think about it, because some of the same people he told me about were some of the same people you told me about, and I'm just like, wait a minute now, this, where they say where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really see both of y'all not having, like the accuracy with the gifts that y'all have. So it's like, listen, I'm not about to sit here and say that they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I don't know, man. If anybody could have pulled it off, I feel like I always felt that way about Pac, and now thinking about it, Mike he's a master magician. I mean, we've seen it. Yeah. I ain't never you talk about a goddamn Jesus figure. I don't think there's anything you can compare to that ever crossed this goddamn planet to that, like that, besides Mike. No,
Michael was more popular than Jesus. What you talking about? Michael
I'm just saying, like, when people talk about that, like, like in my era, because I lived in it, like I seen this, like, like nigga had people fainting, like literally passing, like, you know what I'm saying, like for real, like what? Man,
every country, Russia, Japan,
all over the
China,
globe,
they was passing out over him.
Man, that's
so that Michael was more popular than Jesus him goddamn self.
I'm not arguing with you on
that. So we're saying that what I see spiritually, he's over in another country, just sitting back, enjoying life, just peaceful, watching everything go, transpiring and enjoying himself. He's old now. They're all old. I didn't even know. I think it was Tito. I think Tito or the other one of them that's 74 years old. I forgot they that old. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I don't see Michael in the ancestral realm, but I do see that they're trying to keep his energy alive for the ones who think he's dead. They don't know no better. You know what I mean?
Capitalism. It's all it's all about the dollar, man. It's all capitalism. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I feel. Now, Prince, I feel like, I'm gonna tell y'all, it may sound weird to some of y'all. And then y'all know I don't give a goddamn. It may sound weird. Everybody say we weird. But I feel like Prince went back to his planetary alignment. I mean, his planetary system.
Which planet? Which system do you think he was from?
I think Prince was...
Prince was different too now, since we're talking about different.
Yep.
Prince is different too.
I don't keep seeing Prince coming from Jupiter.
Wow.
Right?
Earth, Jupiter, Mars.
Right. Michael comes from a planetary system too. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy. I was joking last night, talking with my husband about it, and I said, Michael's an alien. And he started laughing. And then we started watching the I Can Feel It video. Go back in the video and watch how they came down, him and his brothers, from another planet and was talking to the people and spreading light all over the people. Go watch that video. I Can Feel It video. They're showing you that they are alien beings.
I can feel it.
Right.
I can feel it. Listen,
right.
But Mike, I just found this out the other day. I didn't know Mike was a student of Dr. York. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So really? Now you talking about who we both know here. We know here extraterrestrial. There's no doubt in my mind for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And so now you put that. Imagine them two together in the same room. You remember Gangsta Party put two of us in the same room at the same motherfucking time. Shout out to Pop. That imagine them two in the room at the same time though. You talk about like power, like for real. Like
I'm not surprised though.
Dr. York and Michael Jackson in the same room at the same time. Imagine the power behind that.
That's extra powerful. They probably came from the same planetary system.
Well, I know where Doc came from. I'm not sure for sure where Mike came from, but I know where Doc came from. Yeah, he came from the 19th galaxy of was it Ilion, I think it's called. Planet Risk in the 19th galaxy of Ilion. They had a trinary solar system, a trinary sun system. I've read a lot of his work, so yeah, he speaks precisely where he came from. He tells you to a T. He even tells you when he got here in 1945, he came on a comet named Bennett, like straight up.
Yeah, I did hear that.
So it's like, so that's deep, man. That's real deep.
But what's crazy, I knew he was down. I never knew about Dr. York, but I knew he was very down with the Muslim brothers. He was down with them. Also, too, Michael's a lot spiritual than people knew.
Way more. Oh yeah. I mean, in his videos, like he got so much symbolism in his videos, it's not even funny. When he dropped Remember the Time, like, oh yeah, Mike just said, fuck it all. Like, when he dropped Remember the Time and he brought melanin back to ancient Kemet, man, that was, to me, that was his big middle finger FU to anybody who tried to say, or whitewash the true history of who the ancient Kemet, Commissions was, the ancient Kemetic folk was. Like, he's like, okay, I'm the biggest star on the planet, and I'm going to show y'all who really is, these Kemetic deities, who really is the people, the descendants of ancient Kemet. And he did not only
Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy, all of them. Like he had the creme de la creme of who's who to play the role. So it's like he knew what he was doing, and he did it.
Yeah, he did. So for the question that they had, pretty much, I think it's just to keep his energy alive. So they think he's gone. So but he'll never be another Michael. No. He'll never be another Michael.
Absolutely not. Well, since you're talking about, since we're on the subject of celebrities and them being gone out, what do you think about Kobe? Because I'm hearing murmurs and mumbles about him possibly have taken his transition as well. So do you feel like he's in the spiritual realm and the ancestral realm, or you think he might have pulled the okie doke on him too?
Kobe? What's crazy? He supposedly died in the same manner as Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And, I haven't tried to call down his spirit. But more than anything, what I feel now is that his was real. Because he supposedly had one daughter with him. But it's crazy again because I was watching Kobe the other night. And I was watching how they was joking about him, Michael Jordan. Excuse Excuse me, y'all. That's how. So Michael Jordan is an alien. Kobe, and by the way, Michael Jordan is my brother's cousin. Their grandfathers are brothers.
Wow.
So my brother got a head shape just like Michael Jordan. I was laughing about that. But anyway, Kobe, he had a lot going on, and I feel like they killed him.
Yeah. Because he was tapping into some very monumental scientific work, man. That it really would have made a huge impact for the good, for the betterment of humanity. So it's like, anytime you're doing any type of work like that, yeah, they will put you on the hit list, and that's where unfortunately the European brother David Wilcox got unalived because he was doing real work, and he was exposing the truth. And that's the thing, man. Dr. Blair, they tried to take Dr. Blair out a couple times, and unfortunately they did. They were successful with his wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you speaking the truth. I
remember that story.
Yeah,
he told me the story about the airport. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I studied his work for a minute, so it's like, I've been paying attention to what's been happening, and when you have the capability to reach the masses with the truth, like they will come for you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm never gonna commit no goddamn suicide. So you ain't never gonna don't believe no shit like that about me. And look, and God willing, I ain't going nowhere. But boy, listen, put me on the shrine. Let me knock everything.
They gotta be careful with you.
Knock everything over.
Ancestors.
Play with it if you want to. Knock everything over.
A lot of ancestors got whooping, so they gotta be careful. Man, a lot of us do.
Yeah.
Not to mention our cosmic family and our sea family.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's real.
So,
yeah.
Now, you know what's crazy? I do want to tap in with Aaliyah and Kobe, and I'm going to try it and see, because I've never tapped in with them trying to call their spirits in the ancestral realm. Yeah, I'm going to see. But I don't know. With Kobe, I just feel like more like him, Whitney Houston, they really killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Marley, my grandson just said Bob Marley. Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy. I think that I need to tap in to see about Kobe and Aaliyah. I'm gonna tap into that and see. Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Definitely a lot. All right, let me see. I think I got most of all of them. No, I got two more. I got two more questions I'm gonna bring real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring Maurice. Shout out to brother Maurice Miller. Said, how would one start going inward to start becoming who they're supposed to be, who they were born to be? That's a great question.
Well, how would one start out going inward to start becoming who they're supposed to be? First and foremost, again, I'm gonna say call on your ancestors. Call on your ancestors and say, show me, ancestors. Rise up, ancestors. Show me who am I supposed to be? What gifts do I have? And what your ancestors going to do, they're going to start showing you. They're going to start bringing them out of you, okay? So definitely go to your ancestors first, okay? And you can also get a divination reading. If you want a divination reading, we can do divination reading. My brother, Arisa Bemi, he does them. I do them. No matter who you get it from, get one, and then you can find out what your gifts are.
Yeah. Okay. Who walks with you, who guiding you, all that good stuff.
Right. Okay.
It's powerful. And it's funny because, initially when we first talked about the show, the thought came to me first about healers, healing and the healers that, we need healing too. But then the ancestors came and did what they do. So I was like, that's going to be another show. But, and I feel like to follow what you said, you already are who you were, bro. You was born that way. You always was, always are, and always will be. It's just a matter of you being able to get to tapping into, the core of who and what you are, and what you came here to do. And I think that's one of the most prolific things that any person can do. I'll never forget, I forgot what movie it was, but it was a quote that said, the two most important days of a person's life is the day they were born and the day they figure out why. Right. So I feel truly blessed because I found out why I was born. But it's like, once you find out why, you find your why and why you were born and what your purpose is to do on this planet, that's a whole nother ball game. Because at that point, to me, I feel like the rest of my days are going to be the best of my days because I know that the work that I was sent here to do, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with you, once you figure out that, and to go with Wunam said, ask your ancestors your why. Why were you know what I'm saying? Why were you born, and why were you sent here for what work to do? And then when they show you that, that's it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Ask your ancestors. I think Toya said, how do you meditate without meditating?
That was another one I started too. I was gonna bring up that because I had brought her up earlier, so I want to give Brother Maurice, but I definitely was gonna come back to her. But that's a good one too. So, what you think about? What's your thoughts on that
one? Y'all, excuse me. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Whatever the hell they're putting in the air here, and you're seeing a lot of stuff in the sky. Be careful, because whatever it is causing a lot of phlegm. Right? You're coughing. You could do your allergy pills. You could do your Zyrtex, but make sure you rinse your nose because it's getting down in your throat and your chest. That's why I'm coughing, not because somebody did nothing or because I'm sick. It's the nothing but pure allergies, and they're putting something in the air that's triggering a lot of phlegm in your body, and it's happened to a lot of people. Trust me.
Real quick, before you go into that, let me address this real quick. Black Americans don't come here with that bullshit, because everybody here is unified on a unified front. So if you come in here trying to create some sort of separation or division, I'll block you. It's just that simple. So don't come in here with that energy, family. Ashley, I'm not gonna call you family. Don't come in here with that energy. Okay, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wunam. I just had to be clear on that.
Black America. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Just want some attention. You will always be an African.
Well, they got it.
Come on now with that nonsense. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And you know what? People that just like to be real analytical about things. But anyway.
And it could be a whole a troll or a bot or agent. You know what I'm saying? There's so many, there's so much BS that be going on. So
well, you do have a lot of Black people that say, my own aunt said this is my fault. Now she's not from the African side, from my maternal side, she's from my father's side. And she says stuff like that. I have to kind of correct her a little bit. You may not have been born in Africa and you want to get technical, but if you go back and we do our DNA with my grandfather's side, we're from Ghana. All that energy from Ghana. And
I don't even give it energy, because to me it's a waste of time. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn where you were born at. You know what I'm saying? And like we've already stated, I've stated, I'm not from this fucking planet. If you want to be technical about it, you know what I'm saying? Like we talking about cosmic beings now. So let's just really be, so you can claim America or whatever you want to claim. That's minuscule. It's minute compared to the grand scheme.
Exactly. I'm from Saturn. That's where I'm from.
So all right. That.
So to answer her question, some people got to be careful meditating, and especially if you're spiritual, because I've had clients where I had one client, they had to bring her to me from Baltimore. She was meditating, and then she was meditating, disagreeable spirits were getting in her body. It was touching her. Okay, she was being raped by spirits.
Wow.
I had to put protection on her. They drove her all the way from Baltimore to Atlanta so I can clean her. Right? And when I would clean her, first of all, when she got there, the demons was telling her, don't come near me. No, I'm not coming. Don't. She was screaming and hollering. So I told her brother, I said, pick her up and bring her to me. So I put her on the ground and I start cleaning her with the bushes and all the African stuff we do. And I put protection on her. I said, keep on your protection, because you'll keep meditating. You can't meditate because you're so highly spiritual. They want a hold of your body. So long story short, be careful when you meditate. You can meditate without meditating by just laying in your bed. Just clear your mind. You don't necessarily have to close your eyes. Just lay there, clear your mind of any thoughts, any negative thing. Don't think about nothing. That's another way of meditating, okay? Some people meditate by sitting down with music or frequencies, or everybody got their different ways of meditating. But if you want to do it without doing any of those ways, just lay in your bed, be quiet, turn off the TV, turn off all the blue lights, and just lay there and just don't think about nothing. That's a way of meditating without meditating, okay? Okay.
I say. What's the real quick one, if you don't mind, what's your new website? Because I wanted to give Sister Deborah, I know Dickra had texted it to me. Is it anyway?
Dickra, can you put the store Africa's there's an S after Africa's give.com. The store Africa's give.com.
Yeah, because it was a new one he had sent me. I just want to make sure I put the right one because I want to put that out there for anybody that wanted to book any consultations. You can reach me through email, and I'm gonna put Wunam's website where you can reach her to book one with her as well, family. So that way, oh, here you go. I got the new one. I got it. So I'm about to put the link in the comments. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna put the links in the comments, family, for Wunam's website, so you can contact her as well if you want to get tapped into some of that good, powerful ancestral divination work. And if you want to tap in with me and mine, I got you as well. We work together anyway, so like regardless of who you go to, you're in good hands. You win. You're winning whichever way it goes. You're gonna win, family. So let's see. I'm gonna find that. Let's copy and paste it real quick to put it in there, and then from there, let me see if we got any more. Any more comments, and then we can wrap this thing on up. So let me see. All right, so there's the new website as well for Wunam family, for everybody in the comments. Let me see. Is there any more questions? I always want.
Dink posted we're doing a $50 special until Friday only.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we're doing $50 special, and we have the wellness. The first spiritual counseling session is $50 too. If anybody's interested.
And do me a favor. Do you have a flyer for the one you got coming up? And was it April? No, May. The one you said you got coming up, the one in person, but you're gonna do virtually too. Do you have a flyer and thing for that yet?
No, you're talking about the awareness or the clinic. The clinic. Or what?
Yeah, is that the one that you're doing at your home at the Serenity Gardens? Is that it?
No, Serenity. We have Serenity Haven Independent Living.
Haven. Sorry,
we just launched the Serenity Haven Mental Wellness Clinic.
Okay. Gotcha.
We're going to be servicing people. We're also going to be doing coordination if they need help with anything. We do spiritual counseling. We're not therapists, so we're just doing spiritual counseling, which is a lot cheaper than therapy. And we are also offering services to the veterans, people who need, that's dealing with trauma, anxiety. Right now, I got 6 people on my plate I'm doing spiritual counseling for. And believe it or not, a lot of people who got trauma, anxiety. Main things I'm doing is anxiety and trauma, So, yeah. And we're doing the launching on the 24th, which is third Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're launching it, and it's going to be in person or at the or Zoom. You can book to do Zoom too, because we do it all over the place. Okay,
that's what's up.
But that's coming soon. Now, I don't know if you're talking about the spiritual cleansings, because it is springtime. So in the springtime, we do in-person spiritual cleanses. We wash you in person. So we got a couple of calls about that last week to do spiritual cleansing in person. It's getting ready to get hot.
When y'all coming down this way, man, because look, we got to make that thing happen by the water too.
Yeah, you know what? We got to get that. We're coming down to. No, we're going to Panama City, and we're going to Panama City in June. The end of June, the 20th of June, we'll be down in Panama City. So if you want to meet us there, is that close?
Nah, I would love to. It ain't that. I mean, it's not too far from me. I'll go. It's just I had got booked to do an event that weekend.
Oh, really?
I believe that. Yeah, I think of the same weekend. A men's like wellness event for the fathers for Father's Day. Okay. But I'll tell you what though, what I'll do. Y'all gonna be here for the whole weekend?
Actually, we're leaving on we're probably gonna leave on the 29th.
Okay.
Because we're going down there not just for the event, but my grandson, they're having tournaments down there.
Okay. No, that'll work. Because mine's is the 20th. I think that event is
next weekend. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, okay. Say no more.
So while we're down there at the tournaments, we're gonna go ahead and feed the sea gods.
I sure. That's what's up. Yeah, no, I'm definitely I'm gonna see maybe if I can put together like a little caravan, man, get get a little cavalry to slide down and come through for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be nice. So y'all having a men's event for Father's Day for the men?
Yeah, man. Well, it's not. I guess it should be cool for me to talk about it because I literally just got the invite this week, as a matter of fact. But I was all for it because I felt like the timing of it was divine. Father's Day weekend. We do need a lot more of that work, you know, for the fellas, like, you know, for the men. So I was like, yeah, that's dope. So as soon as I heard the idea, I'm like, yeah, sign me up, put me in the game, coach. I'm with that. So yeah, and I'll be promoting it as we kind of, you know, get the whole, you know, itinerary and the whole event, you know, kind of laid out and all the details and all that. As soon as I get everything, I'll definitely be sharing, of course, promoting it on the channel for sure. Matter of fact, shout out to Miss Mariana and I am SCG. They actually are doing similar work in Sacramento, and I was talking to SCG the other day. So we got a lot going on, family. We're going to be doing some Ashe events on the West Coast, and we're going to be doing some, you know, on the West Coast of Florida and in Panama. So yeah, we're going to be traveling. We're about to take the show on the road, man. We're about to take the show on the road and start doing some big things, family. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
I think we need to put together an event here in Atlanta. We can get Kaba and James down here. That'd be perfect.
We do. And Professor Kaba, if I'm not mistaken, he already might be coming that way. And I was just waiting for him to give me the details. So when he does, because actually I think he did share, I'm going to holler at him. I'm going to holler at him and see if I can get the details, because he's actually, I think, already going to be en route to Atlanta. So I'll touch base with him and see about maybe trying to do something about that. And then Baba Smalls, I ain't talked to him in a minute, but I'll definitely reach out to him and see, you know, if I can make something happen with him as well. So yeah, I'll definitely start, you know, doing what I could do to try to put whatever together. We're gonna make something happen for sure.
Yeah, we need to make it happen, especially here in Atlanta, but it's time, because there's a lot of new people that need to see and hear information.
Facts.
But I was thinking about putting on an event here in Atlanta too, with a couple of other, you know, sisters and brothers out here in Atlanta, because there's a lot of people that's awakening now. So it's time for us to start, you know, putting it together.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm with it. We definitely, you know, chop it up and build off here and like, you know, put together like what featured you know, guests and teachers and all that good stuff together, man, and make it happen. Because the people been telling me like they ready to, you know, have some in-person events, man. So now I see that, you know, the invites are coming from others, you know, people who are hosting events and all that. And then you know, of course I host my own too. So it's all a matter of us just aligning and putting it together. But we're gonna make it happen. And shout out to New York 4276. I'm not familiar with brother Oba, but if you can, if you know, send me some of his work, or if you're connected to him, I put a comment in there too. I'm definitely open for collaboration over competition all day for me. So
I know brother Oba. He's a good brother.
You know him? That's what's up. What type of work does he do?
He does spiritual work.
Okay,
he does spiritual work. Yeah, he does spiritual work.
Yeah, I'm open to it, family, for sure. Absolutely, I'm open for it.
Where is Ron Hayes at? We should all get together and put on a lecture.
I don't know if he's doing no events in person. I tried a few times to set some stuff up with him. He said he didn't feel like he was. I can't remember how he answered it, but I'll holler at him and let him know, you know, and see what he's talking about. I definitely holler at him and see. Because I wanted to do. I would love to do something with Dr. Valentine too, but I don't know if he's doing anything in person right now either. So, you know, I'll definitely, you know, plant the seed, man.
Okay, so not to cut your wisdom, I love Valentine, but there's new faces in town now.
Yeah.
Brother Batar and I talked about it. You, Brother Batar, Rod Hayes. We need to put on an event where it's us, because there's everybody. It's like they're that generation. We've had Dr. Valentine. Not to take nothing away from them.
No, absolutely. We're not here today. I'm not here today without them. So I'm off forever, you know, pay homage.
Right. So it's just time for the next
new school.
You know what I'm saying? You the Ashe. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
I definitely, like I said, I definitely, you know, reach out and you know, plant the seeds, man, and see what kind of magic we can whip up and work together for sure. But you know me, I'm all 10 toes down all day, every day.
I think it would be powerful.
Oh yeah.
And Capra said he would come just for that. He would come.
Man, listen, it's so funny because I was talking about him, I think yesterday, because I was saying when I go to the West Coast, I had already told him it was in the works, but I haven't gotten the specifics yet. I'm like, Baba, man, I get out there, man. Listen, I need you to come through for me, man. Come through, boy. We got to do something in person. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And matter of fact, shout out to brother Amadeus Christ too. He out there. I think he's in Vegas, but he's from Oaktown in Oakland. And so I was like, yo, we need to put together an East Coast Bay Area, West Coast Bay Area event together.
That's
man.
Right.
He's from the Bay in the West. I'm from the Bay in the East. So it's like, yo, we need to put the battle of the Bays together, man. Put something, you know, make something happen.
Let's get it together. Teresa says, what she say, Wunam, the Earth ceremony you did in March was very powerful. Everyone around the world participated as a collection. It was amazing. Oh yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't get to send you mine, and I'm gonna hold on one second. What's my on the damn screen? I'm trying to reach my camera, but I want to show you my camera. The one that I was telling you, I recorded it on this damn action camera, and I didn't actually. I haven't figured out how to get it off of there, so I don't know. I think they might be like trying to keep people to subscribe to their memory or whatever, because it takes a SIM card. But when I take the SIM card and put it into the computer, it doesn't read it for some reason. So I got to figure out how, because I was supposed to send you mine because I did it, but I recorded it on a different camera. And so I'll definitely get it to you once I can figure that thing out for sure. And you know, send it. But it was a very powerful event for sure. Very powerful.
Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be Earth Month. I don't know how true it is, but I gotta do some more research. I seen somebody say Earth Month. So if it's Earth Month, then we're gonna probably go out again and start feeding the Earth again.
That's what's up.
Yeah, especially now because there's a lot of war going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very powerful. It's so funny too, because I got to shout out. It was one of my clients that a while back, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you might have tag teamed some of that with me on this particular client. But I heard some good news that went down, I believe today, and this was months in the making of some things that kind of went in the direction that, you know, that the work was done for. So it's a lot of divine revelations and manifestations taking place right now. So I'm extremely excited about those who are benefiting from the spiritual work, you know, because we do a lot of work, man, to make it happen for the people and for the tribe. And it's like, it doesn't go unnoticed. One thing that I know we know is that we can't never put a time frame on exactly when things are going to happen. But damn it, if it come up in that message, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, you know what I mean? So I was very delighted to get a message, you know, about some things that kind of have come to fruition, you know, from some work that was done months ago. So shout out to the tribe and the family. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all the questions. But I do got a comment I want to share before we get out of here too. Ifanina said, Wunam, I would love to volunteer with your organization if you ever need any extra help.
You know what, Ifanina, I will take that in consideration, because the way the spiritual counseling stuff is, we may need some extra help. And I am offering a 6-week training, of course, at a price, if you want to become a spiritual counselor, because you can make a lot of money. Trust me when I tell y'all. So I will keep that in mind, especially if you're local, because we do some events and we do a lot of private stuff, you know, more than anything. I'll let everybody know when we're doing the feeding of the earth, we do ceremonies. I'll definitely keep you in mind. And
she's here too. And she's a whole Ianifa out here. She's an Ianifa.
Okay.
Yeah, matter of fact, she you know her because she's been in the Patreon, and then like she was over there in Nigeria with me with Baba Tolu.
Okay.
For the she was there for my Jagun ceremony, and then we all went to Ghana together. So yeah, you know of her for sure.
Okay. All right. Well,
no, she's in Atlanta now. I didn't know she's in Atlanta. Okay, I didn't even know she's in Atlanta. Damn, I just seen you at the game down here. When you moved to the A, that's what's up. That's dope. But yeah, so she up there now.
Oh, so that's even better, because when we do our next event, you could come out, my sister.
That's
come out and help us out.
That's crazy. I just saw her at a basketball game not too long ago too. That's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We forgot to ask about Bobby, but somebody had a question about Bobby Hemmett.
I saw it, but they said the way that it was posed, like as if he transitioned, but I haven't heard anything about him transitioning. He's removed, like he hasn't been on social media, but I know Rod said he talks to Bobby Hemmett on the regular, if I'm not mistaken. So I know he's definitely in touch with him. I'm not sure how often he talks to him, but he's alive. Yeah, somebody else just put, he's alive.
So and that's what I've seen. So
yeah, I haven't heard anything about him.
I did a ancestral reading for Bobby Hemmett. I seen he was still alive. I just seen he wanted to get out the community. That's all.
Yeah. He's just not online in the internet streets, but he's definitely still alive. And I know like I said, I know Rod talks to him. I don't know how often, but I know he talks to him because he told me personally that he talks to him. He hasn't transitioned. I think there's a lot of people that haven't seen him, so there's a lot of assumptions. But hell, when I took my little break, which was nowhere near like his, that people was assuming all kind of crazy stuff.
Right.
So, and I ain't putting myself in his category, but I'm just saying I know how words can kind of take on lives of their own, and it don't necessarily have no truth to it whatsoever. I mean, I don't feel like it's malicious. I just think sometimes people just stories just get told.
Yeah, that's because people want to speculate and don't know a goddamn thing. That's all. Instead
Yeah.
of just going to spirit. But yeah, I
Right.
didn't see you transition at all.
I
No.
say. Absolutely. That's what's up.
I think Just Joy had one more question. I guess we could answer it if you want to.
Who was it? Just Joy? Let me see. Hold on. Find her. Yeah, Just Joy 206 says, how to calm a busy mind to discern my thoughts from outside influence or ancestor guidance, if this makes sense.
Well, one of the things I like to use to calm my mind, and I just made my daughter do it too, is I'll get some lavender tea tree. Get you a lavender tea tree. Get you some magnesium, the kind that relaxes you. Get you some magnesium. Some tea tree and lavender. Burn it in a diffuser, and let your house relax. Burn it out throughout the house. It'll relax your mind. Magnesium helps too. I take 2 of these at night. This is magnesium glycinate, and I take them at night, and I'll be totally relaxed. My mind will be relaxed. 'Cause when you're real creative or you spiritual, you think a lot. So I do that. I'll burn the lavender, peppermint, tea tree, and you'll see it'll like overcome you, and you just feel so relaxed. Okay, and you still could ask your ancestors for assistance. Okay, ask your ancestors for assistance.
I say. Somebody else said that they heard that he had a stroke.
He did. He had a
did?
stroke.
Okay. Gotcha.
That was real. That was real. And I think after that, it kind of put him on and said, let me back up out of the community and just, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then Just Joy said that she just took some magnesium, so thank you very much.
Okay, so that's confirmation. You needed that. So, but get you the diffuser, or you could get an oil burner and get the essential oils. Make sure you get the Now brand. It's NOW Now brand, because that's the most powerful one and it's the best one. It'll relax you. Okay. But make sure you burn it with the tea tree and the peppermint so it don't be overwhelming. But trust me, you'll be sitting there like this, relaxing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, how you doing? No, I'm okay. So you'll just be relaxing. So yeah, get that because it helps calm your mind.
Actually, it's good to take baths with it too, man. Like I used to take, like I need to do it more often, but like salt baths with like lavender salt.
Look,
Yeah,
there you
that
go.
right. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. You talk about being calm and cool. Yeah. I need to get back to that for real. I haven't done it in a minute now that I think about it.
Should get in there and take you a bath before you sleep like a baby.
That's facts. I used to do it, but like for muscles, like my muscles be aching and just like sore and things like that. But it also had a real spiritual calming. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you just said, like it really gave me that like just Zen type, effect.
Right. I mean, it's funny because I know originally we were supposed to talk about the healer, but we all need to make sure, because we live in such a chaotic, disagreeable, negative world that we don't take time to just pamper ourselves. You don't necessarily have to have a lot of money to go to the spa. You know what I mean? Get you a nice little bath, take your bath, do your foot bath. You know what I mean? Set up your room like a damn sauna. A sauna or whatever you want, spa. Where you make it so comfortable. When you go in your bedroom, it's like your little AO says. You can do it right at home.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hell, I'm gonna set me up one this weekend now that I think about it. Look, and the way I do it, I like to throw them candles up on each corner of that tub, man, and have that good incense burning and put that dog on Zen, that meditation music, and you know what I'm saying, let the thing flow. And get that water scorching hot, the way you see the dog on, the smoke coming up off the top of the water. When you, listen, it might take me a minute to get in there, boy, but when I get in, I don't want to get out.
Get out, exactly.
Like,
No,
for
you
real.
can't diffuse magnesium. I said take it. So I take the magnesium, and then you could diffuse the tea tree oil. Then you get the essential oils and do that, because somebody said that. Okay.
And my bad, I was talking about the lavender too, like the magnesium. Yeah, that I definitely got to tap into that too.
No, somebody said something about I didn't know you could diffuse but
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Soul reasons.
This one is really good. This got chamomile and melatonin and lavender in it. Okay, if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. It's by Dr. Teals.
I'm gonna have to get that one. Now I think I might have some Dr. Teals, but they don't have the what you call it, melatonin. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that.
Get that one.
That's what's up.
Straight relax you. And do it for yourselves, family. Like everybody think you gotta have a lot of money. No, you don't. Sure, I'll get magnesium. You take them pills, take you a nice hot bath with that lavender, and you just relax. You know, to get rid of all of the, because outside of us is so crazy. Sometimes in your household it be crazy because everybody's driving you crazy. Shut it down. Shut it all down. Tell everybody, get out of my room, get out my bathroom.
I know that's
I
right.
got to do this for an hour. Okay,
Facts. Yes, sir. Yeah.
start putting. And then there's another thing. I just really started listening to because I used to do binaural beats. I put up some African jazz. Let me not tell y'all. Y'all gotta go look on YouTube. Go look for African jazz. It was so relaxing. It was like just so smooth. I was like, oh, I like this shit. Let me put that with my little, lavender oil and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple of I'm gonna send you a link to a channel that there's a channel that I follow that man, they got some. Matter of fact, I've used some of their music on the channel, on the shows. Like I had it like as the underneath, music bumping, especially on the shorts when I posted little shorts and clips and all that. But it's just so like profound. It's dope. I'll send y'all the links to it, man. It's a dope channel that has that. It's not necessarily jazz, but it's to me, it's almost like a mix between binaural and like the kind of like Zen music, because it kind of has the drums and it has the African vibe to it, but it also has like the spiritual, just kind of like meditative, zoned out type, like binaural type vibe to it too. So it's a dope kind of like hybrid and mix. So I be tapped in. Like I meditate to it when I'm listening to that too. It's very powerful music. Yep. So I think we got all the questions. Yeah, we got all the questions, family. But yeah, I'll definitely get with you about the events and all that too, and then hopefully I can get you in the Patreon again soon too, man, so we can start bringing back some of the classes into the tribe. And I got to get my butt in class with y'all too, man, because like I said, it's doing a lot. But we finally got these.
This past Wednesday, this Sunday, we talk about the metaphysics of the ancestors, and I had everybody reading the energy of the week because now we're gonna see if it's gonna come to pass. So everybody had to read what was gonna happen this past week. So Sunday we'll be going over that, and then I taught about the metaphysics of the ancestors. So you missed it. You should have came on.
Listen, I was getting beat up by the U-Hauls and all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a crazy weekend, but it's done now, man. So like I said, I'm now I just got to start putting it all together. I'm gonna watch some tutorials on how to set up some. I'm looking forward to it because I'm definitely looking forward to creating like some dope some vibes, man, for the space. So yeah, we're gonna make it happen for sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, but yeah, I definitely be in there though, and then I'll get with you to see about when you can come in, and then also with the trying to put these events and stuff together, because we definitely got to do that for sure.
Okay. All right. Just let me know.
Yes, indeed. All right, family. So you want to leave them with anything before we get out of here, Wunam? The tribe.
Make sure y'all take care of yourselves. Do not get caught up in the hype outside of your house or on the news. Try not to watch all that. Just keep, abrupt on what's going on with the war, but don't get too caught in all that energy. Just, make sure your home is your sanctuary, your peace, and bring peace in your house, because there's too much already going outside of ourselves that we got to deal with when you're going to work, you're going out. So just try to treat yourself, make your home your sanctuary, your peace, and y'all gonna be all right. Okay.
Ashe, and that's damn it, that's a good comment, but we got, I didn't even see that one. Somebody
Which one?
Uncommon, I don't know how the hell I missed that, but I'm gonna bring this one in because I want to get your thoughts on this. I don't know how I missed it, but Uncommon Robin 114 said, "Do you guys know we live on top of petrified dead giants?" I'm thinking it might have been we were talking about Atlanta and all that too.
Who? Where? In Atlanta?
Uncommon 114. If you can specify where you live at when you say that we live on top of petrified dead giants, because there's some truth to that. I mean, I've heard there's some truth to it in certain places. I don't want to say I know where they're talking about. So if you're still on Uncommon Robin 114, if you can share where it is that you live on top of the dead giants. But there are certain locations that I know of, even here in the Americas. Actually, the only ones I know of are actually in the Americas, where there's certain types of there's certain land masses or structures that is said that is to be linked to deceased giants, or that giants have some sort of connections and ties to even some of the mounds, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So and that goes back to, I think, some of the work that the brother David Wilcox and Ancient Aliens talk about. If it wasn't them, it was another series that I watched that talks about a lot of the different historical ancient Americas and the mounds and different things of that nature. So I definitely know that there's some truth to that, which Uncommon Robin is talking about. I'm not sure if they're still on because that comment was from earlier, but hopefully they'll come back for the next one and we can tap into it. But yeah, so I appreciate you, Wunam, as always. We always come and make it do what it do, and we'll definitely get back to that other topic but this one, the ancestors made it work out marvelously as it always does. So I felt like that was how it was supposed to go today. But we definitely get back into that one as well in the future too.
Okay. All right. Just let me know. I'll be there.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. So yeah, with that being said, family, I'll see y'all on the next episode. I'm working on getting some things lined up probably for the weekend, but either way, we'll definitely see y'all soon on the next one. And we appreciate all the love, the support, the comments, the super chats, those who have joined the private communities, the Patreon community, those who are part of Wunam's community. We appreciate all of y'all, family, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. We are out. Peace. We're out, family. Peace. Time to get some damn sleep.
I know, right?
Man.
All right.
All right, y'all. All right, peace.
All right. We're actually about to hit TikTok up in a minute. So
listen, I'm still trying to recuperate for the last 5-6 days. But I definitely be tapping in soon.
All right, family. Get you some rest. Take care.
I sure will. All right, family. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Ẹni tó gbàgbé ilé ṣàpò ìyàpọ̀ tẹ́ntẹ́ni takisa ní tàtàn ò bá padà sílé anítìjàkọ ẹja lọ pé eégún mo ṣe nígbẹ́rẹ́ ìpàkọ́. Forsake not your ancestors and pray.